Hi everybody, welcome to my ALDI haul. So I'm back with more stuff, a couple of ALDI finds in the freezer. I have to admit their regular finds haven't been so good lately. Sometimes my friend will text me and say, look for X, Y, and Z, and I can never find it. I don't know what's up with my ALDI, but the freezer's been pretty good. So I've got my haul here with a meal plan. So let's get started. Okay, back here are 2 whole gallons of whole milk, which of course is for the big dog's mom. And then I have here 2 dozen golden hen large eggs. We cook eggs all the time now. All right, then I have here Lovin' Fresh 100% whole wheat bread. We won't tell the big dog that it's whole wheat versus a split top wheat. They're the same price, and I thought the whole wheat might just be a little bit better when I make all those air fried foods for his lunch. Okay, then back here I have red seedless grapes. These were on sale again for 75 cents a pound, I believe. And I tried it. It's really, really good. I mean, they're super sweet. So I'm glad I have more grapes this week. Then I have here some asparagus. Now what I'm going to do with this asparagus, and I already have some chicken thighs in the freezer that I'm going to defrost, is I'm going to make black bean chicken and asparagus in my wok. So these will be chopped up, and with the chicken and the black bean sauce, it'll be extra good in the wok and pretty quick to make. Then I have here my broccoli crowns. That's just going to be a side dish because I am going to make some char siu pork, and you gotta have a vegetable to go with the basically Chinese barbecue roast pork. You need a vegetable to go on the side as well as some rice. So I thought broccoli might be good, and the amount of pork I have, I'm using that pork shoulder or pork butt that I bought a few weeks ago. It was on sale from Aldi. It was a huge piece, so I cut it into 3 or 4 parts, used one, froze the rest. So I took out another big chunk, and that's what I'm going to use to make the char siu pork. And because it's a big chunk, I know I'm going to have leftovers, so the next day with the char siu pork, I'm going to probably take some Chinese noodles and make like a stir fry with the char siu pork. It'll be really, really good. Okay, then I have here some green leaf lettuce. Aside from putting it in sandwiches, I am going to make lettuce wraps this week. And the lettuce wrap, instead of pork, I am going to use some ground beef. So this is, almost 2.5 pounds, and I don't need that much for the recipe. So what I'm going to do is cut this in half. I'm going to freeze half and use half. So, in the future, I'll have some ground beef in the freezer I can just pull out, especially now that it's getting warm. You might want to, on the spur, make some burgers to put on the grill or something. So I like this big pack. Yes, it is only 80% lean, but the way we cook it, we'll just drain off the extra oil and fat. All right, then I have here my Brussels sprouts, and this is for the big dog's lunch. What I plan to do with this is I have some bacon that I bought, I think, last week. So I'm going to wrap up the Brussels sprouts in bacon. I might even just make a sauce for it too, but I'm going to cook it up in the air fryer. And I usually like to dip it in, roll it in some flour, dip it in egg, and put it with panko, or just dip it in egg and some potato starch and air fry it to give it a nice crispiness. So that's going to be for his lunch, and it's a lot of Brussels sprouts, so he can either take the extra to share, or I might eat some, but that will be one of his bento lunches. Okay, back here I have some celery, and this is, I believe it's going to be for the lettuce wraps. I believe I'm going to mince this up with some ginger and garlic and some other things with the beef to cook it up in the wok, and then put it in my lettuce wraps. Okay, here I have 4 cans of the Northern Catch Chunk Light Tuna in water, because as I've mentioned before, I am just loving tuna salad because it tastes so good, and it's it's really healthy for you. I mean, you don't want to eat tuna every day just because of the mercury, I believe it is. But in general, tuna is a good source of protein and the omega 3s, and it's not too high in calories either, so it's fairly good for you. Then I have here some clover honey. There is a dish I'm gonna make. Oh, I might be for the char siu. Yeah, it's for the char siu. Part of the glaze. And I have some honey, but not that much. So this is just going to be a backup in case I don't have enough. Plus, honey comes in handy for lots of glazes. Like last week when I made the honey garlic spare ribs, oh, they were so good. But we used a lot of honey in the glaze. Okay, here I found two things in the ALDI Finds freezer. This one here is Sea Queen USA Gulf Shrimp. What I really like is that they're jumbo sized, but they're not only are they raw, but they're peeled, deveined, and they have the tail off. Now the big dog loves his shrimp, so this little bag, it's not a huge amount. It's 12 ounces, so not quite a pound. It'll be quick. I could make a stir fry with it, or I don't know, but he loves his shrimp, so this will be something we can keep in the freezer and then quickly defrost and cook up. And he's very happy with big shrimp, because I usually buy the medium and he's like, oh, they're so tiny. And another thing I found in the freezer is was it specially selected Boardwalk style crab cakes. There's 2 handmade cakes in here. Now his mother loves crab cakes, so when we buy a fancy dinner out for her, we'll get her like a crab cake platter. It's pretty expensive. This $6 or $7, so it's a little cheaper than going to a restaurant. And we think she's going to come visit next weekend, so I'm going to keep these in the freezer and just air fry them up, and she'll have some crab cakes, and I can either make a sandwich for her, or make some salad on the side, and have a homemade crab cake platter. And I think she'll like it because she loves her crabs. Okay, back here I have some genuine Faygo soda, but this time it's orange flavor. Now, the big dog did want some cola flavor, but they were all out. It was kind of busy at Aldi today. Now, granted, I went later because I slept in this morning. Just couldn't get motivated to leave the house, at before 9 to get there. So by the time I got there, it was busier than I would like, and they were restocking, but I don't think they made it all the way to the soda section because it was bare except for orange. But he likes the Faygo brand, so he said he's more than willing to try some orange. And the last thing I have here is just the 11 rows of the Boulder Ultra paper towels. They are really comparable to Bounty because it's nice and thick. They sell the regular Boulder paper towels, but to me, those, as soon as you start to rub or clean stuff, they fall apart. It's really not worth your money. So this one is really good. I just fold it over in half and clean my countertops, dry things with it. I mean, it works out really well. So anyways, this is my whole haul. I know it's not that big, but I do have things planned. Another thing I do want to make for a bento meal, it's going to be using these eggs, is you take some sausage and you cook them up. You make some rice, which is pretty simple, and then you fry up an egg and you put it on top of the rice, and you do sunny side up, and then you drizzle I think some soy sauce and sesame oil, and then you top it off with green onions, because then when you eat it, it'll all be hot, right? Hot rice, hot eggs, and sausage, and when you squish it all up, all that flavor will meld into the rice. It'll be so good. So that's going to be one of his bento lunches. I just have to figure out how to not break the egg yolk as he carries it to work. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this haul. I know it's a little bit small. I did end up cooking everything last week, but it's just 2 of us, and so I guess we're not eating as much as we could. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you very, very much to all of my subscribers, and I will see you next time. Thanks, take care, and bye.